When I started, design was a word almost unknown. Art was known, commercial art was known to be what you're likely to do if you went to art school. And commercial art covered a whole spectrum of stuff. And that's what I naturally thought I'd do when I got to art school. My very first job was a month or two working as a scene painter for television at Alexandra Palace. Then I got a job in an architectural office, and that was my first introduction to modernism and to what we'd call design. It's inevitably developed as the society's got more affluent. So, like a lot of other consequences of affluence, it isn't all better. Things get taken for granted, a culture of waste grows up, which sticks in my throat, and certainly in my generation's throat. Underlying it all, it's just silly, it's immature, I think, and we get more immature as we get wealthier. You know, you look at, there's a magazine called How to Spend It, which I think is the most offensive title for a magazine I've ever read. I hate the bloody thing. I'd been asked to design the interior of an exhibition building for my previous employer, and I was arranging some cameras, just like window dressing, and we were ahead of time, so I was feeling a bit light-hearted, and I said something jokey about great job, but the cameras are so ugly, and a man nearby said, you know, really, if that company wanted to design a new camera, how much would it cost? And I still, not thinking much about it, said probably, I don't know what I said, but perhaps £100, a couple of £100. And that was it. And I carried on arranging the cameras and larking about. And the next morning I was back in London. This was in Geneva, the conversation. Back in London the following morning, the telephone rang and a man said, I understand you're going to design a camera for us. And I'm the development director at Kodak. I'm pretty convinced I'm immortal, so I've got a long way to go. And quite a lot of stuff I really get round to. I'm increasingly, I love constructing, I love building, and so you know, I wouldn't mind tackling a proper building or a building on wheels. You know, I wouldn't mind doing a coach or something, an aeroplane. Now that'd make a nice job. I'd have a crack at anything really.